Hey guys, HW here, back with another Sydney video. I'm going to head down to the Harbour Bridge today, and we're going to do the Harbour Bridge two ways. We're going to double up the action. We're going to ride the bike. I've unloaded the bike, and we're going to ride that across the bike lane on the Harbour Bridge, and then we're going to walk across the other side. So there should be some nice views from the bridge today. It's a nice day in Sydney. So let's get it out of the way now. Like and subscribe, and I'll see you on the bridge shortly. Just before I start the video, I thought I'd just set up in this park next to the Harbour Bridge. We're right outside Milsons Point Station, and that's the only entrance to get onto the bike lane on Sydney's Harbour Bridge. You do have to walk up all of those stairs there and walk down the stairs. They have a security guard stationed there to make sure that you're not a rebel and ride down that centre piece of concrete there, which a lot of people used to do in the old days, especially bike couriers. So let's get over there. I won't start filming until I get to the top. We don't want to film boring steps. So see you soon. I'll mount the camera onto the bike. I'll still have the microphone attached so that I can give a little bit of commentary along the way. Alright, let's get into it. Alright, we made it up to the top of the Harbour Bridge. So I'm going to kick off in a minute. I've got the GoPro mounted to my bike handlebars, but I'll hold the microphone away from my mouth. This is a push bike, so you're going to hear me puffing and panting occasionally. So let's get into it. I was just talking to the security guard back there. I said, how long's your shift? And he said 12 hours. He's got to stand at the end of the bike lane for 12 hours. Wow. Thanks, buddy. Bit of construction work going on the bridge. I think mainly for the rail line for now, but they are getting ready, I think in 2023, to construct a proper bike access ramp onto this bike lane. So 2023. Tons of cameras, security cameras along the bridge, because over the years there were plenty of clowns that used to get onto the bridge in the early hours of the morning and climb up. So they do their best now to avoid that happening. Apologies for that noise, by the way. That's my bike. It really needs a service, but because it's so old, I shun at the price of services. the bridge does have a climb or an incline and decline on both sides as it meets the middle of the bridge. So I might stop pedaling now and just let the bike roll so you don't have that annoying sound. And that's pretty much it. That's the end of the bridge, and I might just head up to the observatory up here. This is Observatory Hill. Might get up there and switch the kit around to the tripod so that I can do the walking part of the bridge. As you can see, the bike lane on the bridge is fairly narrow, and back pre-COVID there would have been a lot more bikes coming backwards and forwards on that bike lane. Lots of bike couriers used to race between the two parts of the city, the south and the north. So hopefully there's a bit of a view up here. I haven't been up to Observatory Hill for a while. This is where the Sydney Observatory is. If you're into the stars, you can come here on regular times during the year to do a bit of stargazing through the telescope. Lots of people come up here to film wedding photos, family photos, and all the rest of it. And hopefully the camera's still picking up the bridge there. That's where we just came over. Really, when you think about it, it's not a huge, I don't know, what do you call it, a span. There's not much of a distance between the two headlands. In the harbour, obviously why they chose that spot for the bridge as well. There goes a ferry coming up the Parramatta River, heading to Circular Quay. So that's it for the bike part. Let's get it set up for the walking side now. Alright, we've just parked the bike down near Circular Quay. Hopefully it doesn't get knocked off. There's a few ferries going into Circular Quay there. And it looks like they're getting ready for a bunch of outdoor concerts down here that I think started on Australia Day. Or actually before that. It says the 20th of January up there, so maybe the Festival of Sydney and it's called the Sweet Summer Sounds and runs through till 30th of January. So now we've got to find the entrance to the stairs to get up on the Harbour Bridge for a walk. Let me try to remember where they are. Gonna have to think about this. I'll turn the camera off while I find them. I made it to the top of all those bloody stairs. So I'm entering the bridge from the south side on the Cahill Expressway as the Cahill Expressway meets the Harbour Bridge. There's a youth hostel over there. I can't remember when that was built. I think it was in the 90s at some stage. It's a pretty big one. So come over to Sydney, might be a place to check out. Circular Quay and the Opera House down there. Sun coming out in Sydney. Harbour glistening. Not many people around because it's coming to the end of the holidays. A lot of people starting to head back to work. For a lot of them, obviously, that's in front of the laptop in their pyjamas, but back to work nonetheless. And I don't know about you, but I think that people work a lot harder at home, put in a lot more hours. There's a few tourists around. Shit, I probably should have caught that elevator up. Would have been a lot easier. The Sydney seaplanes just flew over the bridge then. Now this is an interesting scene. Let me stop here and give you a bit of a history on this. This building here, it's called the Sirius Building. And believe it or not, when it was built in the 70s, it was actually built as low budget public housing. So public housing with multi-million dollar views. Now good luck to the people who actually used to live in there, to live in such a beautiful spot. But you've got to remember, Sydney was, especially around the docks down here, was very working class, probably back prior to the 70s. So low cost housing was very much needed for all of the workers at the docks and the warehouses around here. Now since unfortunately the local government has sold this building off, and I think they sold it off cheaply at 150 million, to be honest. But the developers are in there now, and you can see all the, I don't know whether it's a tear down, rebuild, I'm not too sure, I haven't read into it too much. But yeah, Sirius Building, check it out if you're here, when you're here next, and imagine yourself having low cost housing right next to the harbour. It looks like the Manly ferry taking off there, heading out. You can see these cages here on the side of the bridge. They've been here for a long time. Yes, there's been people over the years that have jumped to their deaths off the Harbour Bridge, like a lot of other bridges around the world. So it's all of those people who ever, you know, have a bit of trouble like that in their lives. I'd say to them, ring all the various helplines that are available and get a bit of advice on the issues that you're facing in your life, because jumping off a bridge, ending your life, is a pretty stupid thing to do, and it's a final solution. There's no way out of that. So please speak to someone first before you do anything like that. Let's get under this cage and have a look at the Opera House again. See if we can get a squeeze of the Park Hyatt down here. I'll have to, hopefully I don't drop my camera. Can you see that down there? It's almost shaped like a little boat. That's the Park Hyatt. Beautiful pool on the top there. I've never actually been in that hotel. Should go and check it out one day, I suppose. Get a bit of a view of a pool out of this part of the cage. There we go. There's actually a few people out there taking their sun lounges for the day. Getting back at the city from Circular Quay. In one of my earlier videos, if you have a look, there's a picture, a thumbnail of an opera house, Sydney Harbour Walk. Check that one out. And in that video, I point out those square buildings across the harbour there that are affectionately known as the Toasters. Really expensive penthouses in there. These two up here walking the dog, they seem to be really interested in what I was saying before, so I've let them walk on a bit. I'm not going to give out any entertainment until they come to my channel. They can see if they can find it on YouTube when they get home. So while we're talking about that, please like and subscribe if you haven't already done that. I'm trying to get this channel kicked off. Not kicked off, the platform. I mean, I'm trying to kick it off and get it started. I wonder if this Pylon lookout is open. If it is, I might pay any money that you have to get up there so I can get some views up there. Let's check it out. Hey, is this open? Ah, cool. I was talking to the lady there, she said it's open. This is $19. See what I do for you guys? I'm going to spend my money here to get up and give you the view from this pylon. So stick around and turn off the camera. Wow, there was so many stairs coming up this pylon. I'll film all the stairs at the end so you get a picture of how many steps there are to get up to the top of the bridge. It's absolutely outrageous. Now, there's some people that have paid the big bucks to go on the bridge climb over there, all hooked up to their cables with their jumpsuits on. I got a point because there's no real decent zoom on the GoPro. So right in the middle there, that island you see is Fort Denison, and right on the corner there, that's Kirribilli House, which we've spoken about before. I see the residence for Prime Minister when he's in town, Governor General, other dignitaries, royal family, people like that. They actually got these little ramps to, I don't know whether they're seats or ramps to see over the edge, I'm not too sure, but I'm using them as ramps so I can have a look over the side. Yeah, I pointed out before, but that cigar-looking building there, that's Barangaroo and Crown Casino. Now, I think I said in one of my previous videos that it wasn't completed, but I think it actually is completed, or mostly completed now, because I did see some people staying in the hotel on YouTube the other day. The various finger wharfs down there. Somewhere down there, I can't remember which one it is, but one of them is the Sydney Theatre Company. So there's actually theatres in there. See plays and productions. There's Observatory Hill in the distance there. You can see the copper domes of the telescope. That's where we were standing just before. A beautiful little catamaran going under the bridge there. This group getting ready to climb the bridge. They've been standing there a while. If you're wondering, the flags up the top, one's the New South Wales flag, one's the Australian flag. Got a speedboat tour off in the distance there. That's Lavender Bay over there. We filmed that a few weeks back. If you have a look for the thumbnail in my videos with the Luna Park face, the smiley clown face, that'll take you on that tour. Let's get over there and check that one out. I think I've just about had enough of these views. They're just too good. This lane down here that people are driving down, this is this is the lane that you need to take if you want to get across the Cahill Expressway to the eastern suburbs. And that's Cahill Expressway over there in the distance in front of the buildings. Pretty ugly place to have a part of a freeway, but there you go. So what I might do is I'll quickly turn off the camera, then I'll turn it back on and I'll film all the stairs that I've taken to get up here. Alright, here we go. I'll film all the stairs going down. And by the way, I was the only person up here. See you later. Yeah, it's good. It's good only being the only person up there. See ya. Thank you. Thanks. There's a nice little stained glass window up there. Lots of little monuments and plaques talking about the construction of the bridge. It's telling us here that the pylons were built from granite that were sourced from Maruya, which is, I think, down the south coast, 360 k's away from Sydney. That would have been nice to drag those up. And they got a little theatre in here as well. Show you a bit of the history of the bridge. I don't have time to stop today. This will show you how many stairs there are. I was dying by the time I got to the top. That's it, finally back to the start. Let's kick off again. Wonder where all these boats are headed for the day. Whether they're going to some little beaches around the harbour, or they're heading to Manly, they're heading to Watson's Bay, Rose Bay. Who knows? Nice big yacht going out. Starting to approach the middle of the bridge here. I think that's pretty much it. I think that's the middle of the bridge. We're underneath the flags now. Starting to walk downhill now. As I said before, the bridge meets in the middle and declines away on either side. Used to run across the bridge a lot when I worked back in North Sydney in the day. Used to run, sometimes I used to run to work from where I was living, which was Quay Beach, and I'd run along the bridge here in the morning. There's a couple of stupid things I did as well. One time I got pretty tanked in a pub in North Sydney. I think it was called the North Point, and I was pretty much in a suit for work, and I ran across the bridge from North Sydney over to Circular Quay, and I still remember to this day staggering along here and stopping to be sick a few times along the way. I wouldn't recommend it if you've got a lot of alcohol in your system to do something stupid like that, but now I look back at it, it was another experience, whether it was good or bad. Starting to get closer to the end of the bridge walk, and I'll just quickly film down the stairs and then switch the camera off, and then I've got to get back to my bike and get out of here. Got to get back and do a few things at home. There's always work going on in the bridge. It's constant, day in, day out, all year round, especially the painting. Another security guard. Wonder if he's got a 12-hour shift too, probably. And that's it. That's the end of the Cahill Walk that they call across the Harbour Bridge. They didn't have these back in my day, but they got elevators now. So that's it. I'm going to start heading back. I'll turn the camera off, and as I promised, I'll film the stairs. Or did I promise it? I promised the stairs down the Pylon, but now I'm going to show you how many stairs it took to get up from Circular Quay just to the base of the bridge. See you soon. All right, we're back to where we started on the bridge walk. I'm going to show you how many stairs I had to take just to get up here. I'll stop the camera a few times in between so I don't want to film the streets again. Back on. Yeah, so as you can see, get ready to do some climbing if you want to get up on the bridge in Sydney. The rocks used to look like in the old days. Some of the back lanes of the rocks there. All the cafes set up on the street now, like you've seen around the rest of the world since COVID. The roadies getting set up. And back to the start. Hooray, my bike didn't get pinched.